Okay, stop. I didn't do that, please.
And what's up, YouTube? We're back to Dope Boys in Barbershop. My name is Dope Boy A.
Dope Boy O.
And today we are talking about a viral video where a boy is getting robbed on camera, and there are at least 20 children recording it. No one's running away, no one called the cops, just 20 people recording it. And it makes for a great topic, so we're here talking about it. It's a fucked up world, and fucked up people are all over the place.
Our obsession with being the first to see something and post something, right? What I'm tripping on is no one decided to call the cops, and on a thread, people worry about snitching. I'm like, y'all worry about snitching when somebody's getting robbed in front of you? These cats you don't even know? When you can easily step aside. So if you step to the side, what are they gonna do? Oh, hey, let me stop robbing you and shoot this person. Like, y'all could easily, I don't know, there's just too many things working in my head to think that people just lost their humanity in the middle of this technology.
That's a great point. Like the threat and the reaction people had to, there was one response you made, you seen that was interesting, where the dude said if they called the cops it would be snitching.
Oh, they called the cops it would be snitching, but if I record it, put it online, I'm not snitching, but someone else is gonna call the cops based upon that, and then the word gets out. That is the dumbest thing you could have said.
You're essentially snitching, because the cops are going to use your video as evidence.
So you're not directly snitching, you're just glorifiedly dry snitching, but you're still snitching.
Yeah, that's essentially what he's doing. That's what he's advocating for. You're dry snitching, which is like,
just go ahead and snitch, bro.
What struck me was a voyeurism reaction they had to the violence. And it wasn't like, granted, the gun wasn't pulled out from jump, it came on later, but everyone was so way more concerned being a voyeur with and having that separation between them, their phone, camera, and the action.
Yeah.
Despite the fact the gun was pulled out, none of them moved. These are a bunch of kids.
Not just moved, they got closer. No, they got closer.
Yeah, it was like,
it's like they went from here, they're like, oh, like y'all not worried about?
And the kid, these are kids, and the one with the gun has it over his face. That could easily, and he's probably dumb enough to like have the gun, his finger on the trigger, and have it go off in dude's face. Boom, he dead. You kill someone on camera.
Stupidity. Now you got life.
You can't deny. You can't say shit like, "Oh, he was attacking me." You are on camera shooting somebody.
There's so many ways to attack the situation, right? Because going back to the other comment about the snitching thing, it gave me Big Mad Cameron vibes, 2007. Like, remember on CBS, he's like, no, we don't snitch. Like, bro, you
like, I'm not gonna sit here in front act like I don't get it.
I get it too, but not on CBS.
No, well, the situation, that situation essentially was, the dude asked him, "Do you not snitch?" He said no. And I guess certain situations, I get it. You have to be in the environment to understand the logic. But where he jumped out the window for a lot of people, Cameron, is when the interviewer put up the scenario of, what if your next door neighbor is a serial killer and just killing random people?
And what did Cameron say?
Cameron said, you know, man, I should keep my eye on, but I ain't gonna snitch or anything. And that's where it's like, all right, bro. We warped the idea of what snitching is. Snitching is essentially, we did dirt together. I get caught. I'm gonna eat that time. I ain't gonna snitch on my boy.
Snitching is Takashi.
Exactly. That's snitching.
That's snitching.
When you're a bystander, you're not snitching. You're just tough. You're just being a citizen.
Bro, it was so wild at that time to say that. But it goes to your point earlier, another point too, man. And I hate to sound like that, dude, 'cause I don't want to sound old when I say this, but video games kind of got a lot of these kids' minds in a different space. And I play video games. I'm a pro video gamer myself. But a lot of these people forget the process, what's real and what's fake. And they get so caught up in, oh, this is happening, and they're playing these live chat games with each other, like, what's it called? Fortnite and all them other games. And they used to talk and mess when somebody's getting shot. I'm not saying that that's a direct cause to it, but it can very easily desensitize you from seeing things.
I would See, I want to say, personally, I don't think it's video games.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
I can see how it plays a role.
Yeah. I don't want to.
I'm gonna sound old
because not the main reason. I don't want anybody taking it the wrong way.
Let me step in with my oldness now. I really think it's due to the camera phone, cellular phone, and social media. It helps these kids detach themselves from, not just kids, all of us, detach ourselves from what's happening in front of us. It really does. And they are chasing this viral moment that get the views, the likes and whatnot, that they totally don't care about or fully emotionally understand what's happening in front of them. It reminds me of that heartbreaking video. In Florida, there was a special need kid that was swimming in a river. He's drowning. 4 kids, instead of helping him, just record the whole thing. The kid, special need child, just passes, just falls underneath, dies, and they just record laughing.
Yeah, we can.
That, I don't get, that stuck with me because it's like a special need kid.
Yeah,
they knew he was special needs.
Yeah, we could pick out so many examples of people really, the humanity is lost, right? And it's like that example, other examples, it shows that we've gotten to a point of isolation to where we're so concerned about this moment, that moment, this moment, that moment. We're not tying everything together as in we're all playing a part in life. We're just looking at it like, all right, I'm looking for the next moment to bounce to.
Remember that Netflix film, Nightcrawlers?
Oh, yeah, with Jake Gyllenhaal?
Jake Gyllenhaal. It's like we've all become that character in a way.
Madness.
Where we're so concerned about getting the perfect viral moment, we don't give a fuck.
Well, it's like everything plays a part into it. You know, it's like you sent me the video earlier about the couple out on a date, and I scrolled through some comments and look at some more pictures, realize that they're a married couple doing a skit. So it's kind of like, so y'all are over here playing a role to get people to go viral and talk about your video. No one good and dead.
The one with the receipt?
Yeah.
That was funny video.
It was funny because if people were talking about it, they were really arguing over about the purpose behind it. I'm like, this is fake. Like you're going viral, making situations that are fake, just so people be like, oh yeah, click, like, click, like, and they're trying to ride that same wave into some kind of wealth.
Like we like off screen. You know, I like talking about Chicago. They're wild out there. But there was one video where there's a notorious dude from Chicago that got shot at a park. And his boy is recording him. And he's trying to help. I'll give him that. He is trying to help him. But recording the moment, and it's telling people, someone call 911.
When you can easily call 911.
And he has a phone in his hand where he can call 911. But again, there's like, that's a great example. Even when someone cares about the person that's harmed, it's still this, I need to document. That's all we've become. And with the advent of the camera phone and combined with social media, we've warped we've warped it. Or we've always been this way.
Yeah, I mean, it's either warped or you can say it's just accentuated all of the bad qualities.
We have.
Because you put it in the hands of kids, right? And then you get mad when kids do this later in life, but they've had it in their hand forever. You know, like, what's wrong with the book? And I'm not saying you can't read on these tablets or the phones, but there has like a certain age where it's just too soon. You get too used to it. And this is their life. So it's kind of like, I can't be surprised because they're not in the moment. They don't live in the moment anymore. And that kind of summarizes the whole thing with these kids, where it's like, you're over here not feeling the emotions behind the special needs kid dying. There's other young man getting robbed in front of y'all. There's no help. There's nothing. You're detached from reality.
And we understand that they're kids and they're still developing mentally, emotionally, physically. And the question does become, does these devices stunt that emotional, mental growth?
Well, another question. How many of these kids have younger parents or parents maybe a little older who are consumed with the technology themselves? Mm-hmm. So if you see the people who are guiding you in life consumed with the technology and doing the same thing that you're doing, what are you going to do? What your parents are doing? And your parents are going to say, you young motherfuckers didn't help out. Why didn't y'all help out? Well, I see you do this, so what do you expect me to do? You know, it's like parents sometimes we get the example that they set as the ones that you don't intentionally say. You can say a lot of stuff, but kids pay attention to what you don't say. So I mean, and like you said, they're still developing. So you can only hold them so accountable.
Yeah.
Before you're like, all right, parents, what time is it?
True.
Who messed this up?
That's the thing. Who? But anyway, to wrap this up, I think to wrap up our original concept, there was an article written, academic article called Media is the Message or Massage. And I forgot the author name, but his main point was anything that's introduced to society new, there is something taken away from society. Yeah. And I think that concept, the advent of the cell phone and how it has pretty much became the center of our lives has definitely taken away some sort of decorum and this connection we have to each other.
Yeah.
That I almost think that's kind of undeniable.
It's the end of the game. You bring something else here, like you said, someone else takes its place.